Hello, everybody. This is Bird's dad. Welcome to This Week in Baseball. It's that time of year again. Baseball is officially back. The players are back on the field and are ready to go for the 5th year of the MCL. The first episode of This Week in Baseball features some wild and wacky things happening around the league. We have a draft disaster for one of the league's most lovable members. We'll need to discuss one of the league's hottest ball clubs, all because of a very unpredictable player. We'll also feature a player that has bounced around in trades, but is becoming a shining star under the bright Hollywood lights. So sit back, relax, and even go get a Rymax snack for the first episode of This Week in Baseball. Friday, March 22nd. That's when 30 guys gathered around to draft for the first time in the new MLB season. For the first season, the MCL uses regular teams instead of fantasy drafted teams. This means it is all based on luck when it comes to you ending up with a good team. If you don't show up for the draft, you end up getting skipped, which means you'll have a 100% chance at a bad team. Unfortunately, the People's Commissioner and pitcher for Erskine College and the German national baseball team, Solar, unexpectedly wasn't there for the first draft. And the reason was unfortunate, yet goofy.
Right, so our team's bus broke down about an hour and a half from school, and we were stuck on the road for about 2 to 2.5 hours. So I couldn't draft because of that. And then my phone also had water damage, so it was pretty much unable to be opened or navigated for the entirety of the trip. So now we're stuck with the Nationals.
However, it could be a lot worse. Solar is the head director of silliness in the MCL. He is known for making a lot of memes about the league and creating his silly videos that recap his crazy gameplay in an obnoxious yet funny way.
Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Ugly? You gotta be kidding me.
He sees potential in the national silliness.
As head director of Silly in the MCL, I think the Nationals have some very high potential guys such as Stone Cold Steve Garrett and Amos Willingham. I think we're gonna be pretty silly this season.
The Nationals may have been last off the draft board, but hopefully Solar has success with them and takes them as far as possible. Let's head across the country to the warm state of California, more specifically San Diego. The Padres traded away Juan Soto to the Yankees in the offseason, but still have a solid ball club. Tojetic picked them with the 6th overall pick in the draft and is having a ton of success with them, currently sitting in first place. It's all thanks to 172 overall starting pitcher.
Matt Waldron is a pitcher in the MLB. He throws a knuckleball that goes like 60 miles per hour and it moves in literally any direction, every direction possible.
There's already talks about banning Matt Waldron from being used next season. Tojetic seems to agree with the banning if it goes through.
I would have to say that it's unfair because the guy literally has like a 1 ERA with like 40 innings pitched and hardly anyone's been able to touch him. But I mean, hey, as long as I get to use him, I'll abdicate that he's the fairest pitcher of them all.
The Padres are having great success so far this season and look to translate that success in the playoffs, assuming they make it. The beauty about the Custom League is that the craziest trades can happen within one day. We woke up to a bombshell on Monday morning as the Yankees and Angels swapped Mike Trout and Aaron Judge. We had Fernando Tatis Jr. sent to Arizona for Corbin Carroll. But the trade that's had the most impact was Luis Robert being sent to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Robert was traded from the White Sox to the Rangers, and a day later from the Rangers to the Dodgers. Robert is putting up MVP numbers so far in LA.
Luis Robert's been going crazy. I put him up in the leadoff spot. His season's been amazing. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better from him.
During negotiations with the Rangers for Robert, Texas was adamant about 2 specific things: acquiring James Outman and trading away Adolis Garcia instead of Robert.
He really wanted me to take Adolis off of him rather than take Robert, because he had just traded for Robert from the White Sox. I just decided that Robert was my guy, and I stuck to it. It's worked out for me so far. He's just been having an MVP season. It's been totally worth it.
Let's see if Luis Robert can help the Dodgers in their playoff run. And that's all for now, folks. See you next time on This Week in Baseball.